Hello, this is JRC Design. Have to apologize right away for the audio quality. I don't really have a good place to record right now. It was either upstairs at the fish tank or down here with the furnace and the sump pump. The sump pump doesn't run all the time, so we're going downstairs. I'm back, sort of. Business is coming back in a limited capacity. I am not doing it full time like I once was. But for now, these are the kits I'm going to start off with. I guess start off with is some simple ones that I've had before. I don't have my Earthrise Prowl or the Earthrise Datsuns in general. Don't have them with me right now. So I have Siege apparently, so that'll work. We've seen these before. They're just the shoulder cannons. They peg on. Previously, they were printed in two pieces and glued together. That is not the case anymore. They are printed straight up and down, but they are actually pretty durable, so I feel fine switching to that. It's less assembly time on my end, and it should make a cheaper product altogether. Second one is another familiar one, the Sunstreaker Spoiler and Blaster Kit. These are made the same way they were, printed straight up and down, so the handle is durable. This is thick enough that it's plenty strong. The spoilers, it's two pieces, both peg into the arms, and you can keep them attached when they're in robot mode. The Jazz arm fillers, these are also an older kit. I only have one new kit today. This is just a bunch of reissue stuff until I kind of figure out what I'm doing. Plugs into his hand, fold it in, it can stay in there for car mode. I only have it on the one side. I'm missing the other part of this set. Keeps nice and flush. Works out like that. Artfire, I am sad to report that my Artfire has not been immune to the yellowing plastic of that era. But this is just a simple attachment. Goes up here, lets you plug in Target Master. This is what that piece looks like. I didn't want to dig mine out. It's weak when it's out of the figure. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. It's weak when it's out of the figure because of this. I didn't have enough room to give it a full 5mm port, but when it's in the ladder, the walls of the ladder kind of act as the other ends of that 5mm port, and there's nowhere else for it to go. So it's strong once it's in there. Grimlock, my famous teeth, bottom, top. I got a lot of these already. If you guys need teeth, oh boy, do I got you guys covered. Same idea as before. This piece up here, it just snaps in up top. And then the bottom one, just friction fits in the bottom. They stay in there. I believe this is my initial batch one, so it has... They've lived in here since Grimlock came out, basically. They last. They work good. I'm also eventually going to be doing the foot covers that I used to do. The bottom of the feet. I don't want to transform it. But, the bottom of these feet, they kind of stored in the back here. I'm going to reissue those eventually, probably. Anything for Grimlock except for the sword I'm going to think about reissuing. Mainly no sword because Swoop came with a sword for him. So there's not really much use to me making a sword if most people are going to be collecting all the Dinobots anyway, and he comes with a sword. So if enough people want it, I'll think about it, but as of now, swords out, foot fillers, arm, hand fillers, and the teeth are going to be what I'm going to be making. My new kit. Breakdown. Breakdown spoiler sucks. So I made a new one. Same deal as Sunstreaker. It's just literally two pieces, pegs into the same place as the original one does. But this one means that you can keep it pegged in and actually use his legs, which is nice. Also, I have the G2 breakdown as well. Don't know if I'm going to be able to color match this, though I'm looking at the camera. It doesn't seem like they color match the blue that well anyway, so we'll see. I'm almost thinking about making it purple. A purple spoiler. Like the deep purple I used on the old Galvatron kits. We'll see though. Not sure if I'm doing anything for this. This guy for sure. Kit's already done, obviously. Also, for Grimlock, I have the G2 Tiger Stripe one. So I will probably do stuff for that as well. You know, give him some teeth so he's not just looking at you like that all the time. God, I forgot how bad that looks. Yeah, foot filler. Actually, yeah, I have foot fillers for him already. I can show those off in this. Okay, got him in robot mode. So yeah, this guy has the feet fillers. Imagine these, but gray. I don't remember making foot fillers for this guy, but he has them. So basically, that's what's going to be on the first wave of kits that I'm releasing. It's going to be a lot of old stuff. I'm going to go back into my backlog and dig out anything I can. All the Grimlock stuff should be up with all this, including this guy, I think. So basically, I'm treating this as a hobby going forward. When I ran this business about 2 years ago, I got a little overwhelmed, little in over my head with orders, and it basically just ended up consuming my life, and I don't want that anymore. I still want to make kits, though. I found in these last 2 years I really missed modeling and 3D printing and designing all this stuff. So that's why I'm bringing JRC Design back in a limited capacity. I am not going to try to have 50 different kits up on the site all at once. This is going to be kind of, what do I have made and what can I make reasonably with the spare time I have. So when I ran my business before, I ran it as a sort of made-to-order situation. I didn't keep a lot of inventory on hand. This time, it is nothing's getting listed unless there's inventory. So the Grimlock teeth, I got 75 sets right in here. 75 sets are going to be listed when they're gone. They're gone until I make more. So I don't end up running into the problems I ran into last time running the business. So I've been printing a lot of kits to be ready for this. I want to have probably at least 50, 60 kits of everything ready to go. Going forward as well, I have a board on TFW that I've used since this business began. There are people have put requests, ideas, complaints, anything up there. You can even talk about other upgrade kits, honestly. It was just kind of a place to hang out. But I'm going to be using that going forward also for product announcements. I'm going to be using it as I used it before. In progress stuff. There's not going to be as much in progress stuff. Going forward, I'm going to be a little pickier with my figures. Before, when I was running the business, it was kind of someone would request something and I'd be like, sure, I'll go buy that figure, why not? I think Cyberverse Rack and Ruin, I was kind of like, I don't really want this. And then I think like one guy asked for filler kits, and next thing I know, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go buy it. I don't want to do that anymore. So requests are welcome, but I'm probably not going to go out of my way to buy figures just to accommodate them. If it's something I already have, yeah, I'll look into it. I don't want to buy figures just to make add-on kits like I was doing when I was running the business before. I want to buy figures that I want to buy, and if I want to make an add-on kit, I'll make an add-on kit. I still have the TFW board. That'll be linked in the description. That's where you guys can go and talk about upgrade kits, any upgrade kits you want to see. I still want to see requests. I just might not be able to get to as many of them. Also, if you guys do want to buy kits in person, I am going to be at DairyCon 2025, actually. I'm going to be selling off some of my collection to downscale a little, went a little crazy in the 2 years when I was running the business. Kind of bought anything I thought I could make a kit for. That might have been a mistake. So I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to get rid of. But I will also be selling kits there. Probably a lot cheaper because I don't have to deal with shipping. That's initially what I started. I was actually just going to sell teeth. This wasn't supposed to spiral into multiple kits. I was going to make a video about I was selling Grimlock teeth and nothing else. But I'm selling other stuff now as well. Should still make that video. But I'm selling other stuff as well. But I'm going to have all of these at DairyCon as well if you want to come buy them in person, look at them, buy some of my old figures. Got a Quintesson Pit of Judgment set. I bought 2 of those. I don't really know why, but I got another one. I'm going to be selling off a lot of my collection at DairyCon. Most of it's going to be stuff that I bought to make kits for that I never got around to. There's going to be quite a few G.I. Joes, especially G.I. Joes from the earlier classified waves. I think I got a PulseCon Zartan also. I was going to do something with it. I just never opened. So yeah, going to be quite a few G.I. Joe stuff. Transformers, I'm getting rid of a sizable amount of them at least. And yeah, going forward, I'm going to be a little more picky with ones I buy, and going to just kind of make kits as I want to. It's going to be a fun hobby for me again. If there are any kits from my backlog that you want reissued, just let me know. I'll probably just do it. Otherwise, there were other kits that I had in progress, namely the Generation 2 Megatron shoulder cannon. The spring-loaded one with the 8 missile storage, and I don't think I ever posted that video up here, but if you are on the TFW forums, I got further than that video showed. That's canceled. Unless I find like a breakthrough way to make them, that was way too much effort to build even the prototypes. That I don't think I could reasonably charge enough money to actually make it worth my time. I'm 90% sure Hasbro's going to make a real one down the road that'll blow anything I can do out of the water. So we'll see. I might be open to revisiting it. I still got the files, obviously, but as of now, yeah, that's dead. Same with that G2 Prime trailer that I was working on before with the drawer and the cannons and all that. That's also been scrapped. I cannot get that to work proportionally with the Earthrise trailer, and we have Commander Class Prime now, and I'm assuming that they're going to make a real Power Master Prime eventually, so that's probably also one that's not worth pursuing anymore. Nerf blasters are still something I would like to do, but not sure if it's something that's going to fit into my schedule. But I don't know how many blaster mods I'm going to end up doing with this new business. I know for old kits, I am planning on doing the Scorponok Headmaster covers again. I have one of those Bamboo Lab X1 carbons now, so I can do multicolor stuff. And I don't have to print the detail plate as its own separate thing and have the colors stacked the way they were. On my G2 Optimus Prime kneecaps, I had to do that to get the colors right. Now, if I had to design those again today, I could actually design the inset red kneecaps like they're supposed to look because of the filament swapping. So later on, as I design more and more kits, hopefully I'll be able to take advantage of that a little more. Also, something that's probably surefire going to happen is the... not necessarily the leg filler kits for this guy. It's funny, on Artfire here, I still have the fillers in one side and none in the other from the front product shots. I just never bothered to put them in the other side. On my drag strip, I had those hubcaps for him where I showed off the gray and the, what was it, gray and yellow hubcaps. I still have them installed, gray on one side, yellow on the other. But yeah, something that's surefire going to happen eventually are these covers again for basically everyone of this mold. Inferno, Grapple, whatever the green one's name is that's constantly screaming. Fillers like this, I'm probably not going to do too much anymore. These, for how simple they look, the tolerances and getting them right to not destroy someone's figure is way harder than you would think it would be. Like when I did that Rack and Ruin set with all those big pieces, that was horrible. Getting the tolerances for those right. And this I got working, but I think I had to replace one person's figure in the entirety of doing these, and I don't want to do that again. So filler kits aren't out of the question, but I'm not doing full sets anymore. It's going to be like if there's a particularly glaring gap, then I might do it again. But otherwise, filler kits are probably going to be a lower priority. I'm trying to keep everything I make as simple and low assembly and sorting and time as possible. A, because it keeps me sane, and B, makes the kits a lot cheaper. Because like these here, I'm still so proud of these. These print like this. This hinge is integrated. It comes right off the build plate like this. You bust the hinge loose, you gotta throw it in a bag. That's it. Took a lot of revisions to get the hinge to work consistently between all the printers, but now that I'm just using one printer because my load's going to be less, I don't have to worry about it as much. Because when I was running the business before, I had 5 Prusa Minis and 3 Ender 3s. Well, yeah, 3 Ender 3s and 1 BQ-B1. And keeping tolerances between those 3 was a nightmare. It got to the point where basically each printer did its own kit. This Prusa does this Prusa does that, this BQ does that. I had a single, when I was, for the Unicron companion pieces, I just had a single Prusa do that because I needed to keep the filament clear and I got sick of doing purges. Anyway, I'm sorry if I sounded a little rambly. I did not make a script for this, and I probably should have, but I am rushing in between the sump pump kicking on and off. Just basically wanted to say that I'm alive and I'm going to be coming back eventually. But yeah, I'm back. Hope you all have a good day. If you enjoy what I do, or maybe just want to see what I'm going to do eventually, feel free to subscribe, maybe like the video, or don't.